If you're worried you might hit somebody on the head, you probably should take this off me. We'll see when we start. Yeah. Everybody wants it. This is an Ito root pocket. It's heavy, big, for impact. Because the first technique in Ito root is Kiryotoshi, which is our sword to collide. Anyway, so yesterday I saw some people talking after I did my sword work. I need to do some explanation, right? So just a bit closer. Everybody saw me standing like this. Yeah? The little sword straight out in front of me. So this is how you hold the pocket. Most of the traditional Japanese Ito root in particular holds it straight out in front of me. Kushima Shito root will hold the pocket straight out in front of me. Shikagi root holds it here. So the hip to the point. Shoulder. When I first started weapons, I learned these steps. There's videos of those, there's images of those since they hold the pocket like this and like this. Both. Depends on what sort of the Shihan is under and to talk how they hold. This is a very defensive stance, which here. But Kiryotoshi is not a defensive movement. Attacking defense is one. So that's why the sword is out in front. Because I'm not going to parry the sword to defend myself. I'm actually going to cut the line of your cut. I don't try to get out of the way or deflect it at all. A little bit of history. Who knows who Sokaku Takeda is? Sokaku Takeda. Takeda Sensei. Right? Who knows what Daito Ryu is? Daito Ryu. Right? So, O Sensei wasn't born into Aikido. O Sensei studied an art called Daito Ryu. Daito Ryu is a jiu-jitsu. It's an Aikido jiu-jitsu. The founder of Daito Ryu, Aikido, is a man called Sokaku Takeda. Aikido has incredibly strong roots to this art. If you were to watch a Daito Ryu demonstration, you would see Ikko, Senko, Gokyo, Shikamage. Because O-sensei studied this art intently. And up until around about 1960, O-sensei still issued Daito Ryu certificates to his students. So even though the art was called Aikido, some of his students still got Daito Ryu certificates from O-sensei. So the connection between Daito Ryu and Aikido is unbelievably strong. Now, during the pre-war and post-war era, a lot of those sensei students came from various backgrounds. One of them in particular, a guy called Michio Ikatsuchi, he's from Shingu, which is where O-sensei is born, down in the south of Japan. He is the other 10th dan in Aikido. Now, he had studied Shinkabu since he was young. So there was a lot of influence that came through from him into O-sensei's. But Sakaku Takeda created Daito Ryu because at the time that he created the art, he was a samurai. He carried a sword around, but in that era in Japan, you couldn't. So there's something called the Meiji Restoration happened, where the samurai class ended forever. This was around this time. So he wasn't allowed, he was a master, he was actually a master of Ito Ryu. And because they took his sword off him, he used the internal arts that are inherent in Ito Ryu to create Daito Ryu. It's literally the sword art of Ito Ryu without the sword. This is very true documented history. Most people don't know because they just say, this is whatever bullshit they said they told you. But this is the actual origin of Aikido. So it gets a little bit mixed up when people come in and go, oh, we do Shinkagu or we do Kushima, Shinto Ryu or whatever seems to do. And Sakaku Takeda, even though he created Daito Ryu, O-sensei's teaching license from Takeda says Takeda Sakaku Ito Ryu Sword Master. It doesn't say Daito Ryu Master. Anybody who knows me well knows that my personal Budo hero is a guy called Teshu Yamaoka Teshu. He was the last great swordsman of Japan. He also was Ito Ryu Master. So for me, there's a very, very personal and very strong connection to this sword. The technique Ikkyo in Aikido is literally the technique Kiryotoshi from the Ito Ryu swords. It's the first technique you learn when you learn Ito Ryu school, and then you learn 300 other techniques, and it takes you 25 years, only to realise that all of them are Kiryotoshi. They're all the same technique. So my personal opinion on Aikido is everything in Aikido is Aikido. Everything. But you need to find that out for yourself. Everything in Aikido is Kiryotoshi. It's changed. The nature of Aikido has changed over the years. Nariyama Sensei introduced the technique of Kiryotoshi to us many years ago. And there's a set of kata that goes with it. He also, at the same time, introduced the Shinkagu katas. So he introduced both. So both this sword school and with sword schools kata. I know both the first 5 sets of their teaching katas. And I think they're both important to Aikido. But who holds the sword the right way? Well, it depends. Completely depends. Who knows? In feudal Japan, in ancient Japan, the guy who's not dead held his sword the right way. So, I understand both here. If you look at this stance, you'll see modern kendo. Yeah. Kendo was created from Aikido. Anyway, I wanted to try to give you a back history as to why we need to study their stuff. And when we do today, we're going to try to do Kiryu Toshi. The essence of Kiryu Toshi is actually incredibly deep. If you were to talk to an Ito-gi master, they would say to you, there's 3 things that you must throw away to do Kiryu Toshi. To do Kiryu Toshi, the first thing that you must throw away is you must throw away thinking about technique. The second thing you must throw away is any thought of your opponent. And the third thing you must throw away to do Kiryu Toshi is your life. Because you are literally stepping under a falling sword, straight into the path of the cut. Any hesitation, any sense of doing something, any sense of preservation of life means time, you're going to die. How many times have you heard Narayana Sensei say, here, now, and nowhere? Here, now, nowhere. So no technique in Budo exemplifies the heart of the samurai more than the technique of Kiryu Toshi. When the founder of Ito-gi discovered the technique of Kiryu Toshi, all of the other sword schools in Japan absorbed some form of the technique because it's seen as the ultimate, highest level of swordsmanship. Not the shit you see on Hollywood, but the fact that the way of the samurai is death. There's a saying, Musashi said, under the raised sword, so underneath the raised sword is hell. But go straight in and you can discover heaven. Everybody's going, not for me, mate. I've got a different version of heaven. But that's how important this movement is. Somebody who can do Ikkyo well, like Narayana Sensei, he doesn't get off your line. He doesn't move out of the way. You just run at him and then you end up being squashed into the mat. For me, you try to go from 6'4" to like 3'1" in like half a second. There's no space. It just cuts you straight down the centre of the body. And we've been talking about the sense of holding the centre within our art. But you get a real sense of it when you're standing opposite somebody who's standing here like this, about to penetrate you completely. And if the sword is there, then the sword is there. The sword is there. So, we need to be careful. So when you start doing this, you're going to have to do it at distance. So maybe just the tip of your sword will come together. Because we're doing it at a distance which is safe. But that is safe at a distance. Your sword falls to the side and you have a really bad headache for about years. But if you notice, like, I'm not trying to cut in like this, straight away. So that all of these images, this whole of that become really perfect. Because the way the Kiritoshi wins is by having superior arrangement of the physical structure. So that when these two meet, I really like it. We have force, and they cancel each other out and we both die. But if I'm able to sit the weight of my shoulders in my hands as I cut down, if I'm able to turn my body like it's an actual ball, then the wheel of my sword will displace it. So that's where all of the internal movement comes from. Kiritoshi comes from comes from the sword school that took up Aikido as a master. This technique is like the absolute supreme ultimate in the school. You're going to find when we start trying to do it. You understand it like so what will end up happening is here, you think I've got to hit his sword to the side. Or come in here and then try to push it to the side. Straight. And I'm going straight. I've got to throw away my life. So you're doing a distance just in the tip. Yeah. You don't have to be close enough. So if you're training with somebody who's a junior, help them with their range so that you don't have to worry about them. Also, try to feel that moment of contact. If you feel the moment of contact, and this is a sensitivity training again, right? If you feel your sword even slightly start to deviate, he has you. Just let it drop. That fighter, in real life, you wouldn't be fighting. You wouldn't realise you were trying to fight it because you wouldn't be there. But it's also part of your heavy training, part of that feeling. You don't need to give up the center, just allow your arms to relax and soften. It's that softening again, right? It's softening. Contact, softening. So, we're going to get a partner. And it's not rocket science, it's actually really, really simple and really, really complex all at the same time. This person must slightly before you put your sword up in here again. They cut. You just the other thing that's really important is a sense of how to feel the time. So it actually comes from your heart. So I'm not thinking when you go to sword. Now, remember our syntax. Now, when his key comes, now. When his key comes, very important to watch the solar plexus, to look through the solar plexus area. It's the heart chakra, but the importance of it to movement is that your fascia that wraps your whole body crosses over here. So any movement that is from any of your parts of your body causes a disturbance in this body. If you look at an anatomy chart, you'll see what I'm talking about. We do moon shadow foot, where we talk about the shadow of the moon. In Japanese sword, the shadow of the moon is the solar plexus. The sensei wrote this years ago with his own book that he ever wrote. Kenpo, which is the highest level of ken in sword work, is actually shadow of the moon shadow. And in it, he literally says, brackets, the solar plexus. So it's where I sense movement from. So when I'm looking at you and you're wondering why my timing is so good, it's there. Sensei says, make bright your light or communicate with your heart. He's trying to allude to you where your attention should be. And the reason that it's the shadow of the moon is that as soon as your movement happens, my solar plexus should be a reflection of your movement. So you're the moon, I'm the shadow. So if the moon moves, your moon moves, my moon moves. More deep Japanese. So that takes time to develop. Putting the mind there. It's really, really, really super important. Like, I can't stress to you enough how important it is. It creates this sense of, we call this, it's the real, the sense of attraction. It comes from here. It's like your movement draws me there without any thought. But I see it, and the reflection and the actual object want to reconcile. It becomes like an attractive force, like positive and negative and magnet. As long as I stay positive, you feel like it's negative and trying to attack me. Through that point is where this sense of attraction comes. That's really a deep shift, and that's for many other conversations over the next decade of your practice. But if you know about it now, maybe it's something you can start to think about trying to understand. Why is this man the highest level of swordsmanship? And everybody said, man, what about my hands and my sword? Rubbish. You'll be in Valhalla wondering why. Okay. You can use the whole stadium. Okay, grab a partner. I cannot teach you this anymore. All it is a simple shogun cut. You're going to have to try to find the timing for yourself, train with somebody junior, make your shogun cut slower. If you are training with somebody junior, for Christ's sake, please try to cut straight. If you're cutting like a banana, they're going to copy you.
Plenty of space.
That's why I was
First you guys do it slow, so just raise. Side. Next first, use the next. The one next first. Slow.
when you cut that,
first, you attack. So you just come behind you and I
It's like, scissors back.
just the brick work.
Better? Otherwise, you'll be like chasing the banana. Same with you if you need it.
Don't think about it straight line and it's cut straight.
The weight of the pelvis. Think about that action. It's simple. And it's one to put it down. You get the sensation. If you get to hit up and if you're almost locked, then you're actually feeling yourself up. It's just simple. If you get to the point where it locks, you'll lift this. So it's like it looks a little bit like I'm locking. But it's just yeah, down. Especially if you're hitting a sword at speed. So you've got to take that in. Slide on those mats. Straight. What ends up happening is you're heading straight in here, and I'm going straight here. At some point in time, I'm straight up. Two swords. You're trying to push into my space. Always I'm going to shoulders into my cup. So the two of us are trying to be in the same space. I just rearrange my body a bit. It's interesting that I'm trying to I always feel like
sense of makes that
Hey guys, I just had a question, right? You decide who is going to be Uchidachi and Shidachi, right? One of you will have to cut first, and then the other person is trying to chase the feeling of Kiryotoshi. Right? Not you both trying to kill each other. So one of you go, hey, it's your turn, high five. And then the other person's chasing the feeling of Kiryotoshi. Not you both doing it at the same time. That could be very painful for both parties. So one of you is Shidachi, the other one is Uchidachi. They're not Uke and Nage because they're doing sword work, but you understand, like one person's the capture and one person's the thrower. It's the same thing, right? You just use these stupid words in the same stupid way. You're the picture, I'm the capture.
I think we change 1-1. Okay. Oh, it's not me.
Big distance still.
No, because the sometimes not flat.
this little break. You want to try one lighter? I also have heavy one with me. I have two heavy ones. How does it feel? The exercise. I'm the attacker, right? It's like this week, right? For safety reasons, it's the finish like it's
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I center. I stay center. No, il mio centro è la linea.
you were not in time, I would finish the same. You told me it was like parking on the point. Let it sink in. The only thing is you catch up with me. Start, it's the same. It's the same feeling. Hard arms. That's the difference. So if the trigger the light is will not break right away. This time, easier than not. Are you gonna say I see. Make sure it's yeah.
I see. I don't see it.
Just like it's in there.
There's nothing touch. Not the wrist. You see, Peter.
Now it was Olympian. Afrikaans is like super clear. Nothing will change your
See. Stop. See. Move.
this feeling. Let's go. Otherwise you're dead. It's not like don't stress because you feel sometimes comes up like, oh, this is really threatening. Like, oh, I did it. You're just getting used to it. Just go full force.
Don't sit down, guys, just come and stand. That's the first kata. We're going to do the next one. This is also really important. Sorry, somebody gave me my favourite sword, so I'm holding on to it now, like my baby. This is a Yuishinkai rocket. Very big and heavy. Suits my hands. I almost brought mine with me, but I chose to bring two soft swords with me so that I can, just in case people hit each other, that's it. This next technique is incredibly important to anybody who came to study Aikido Yuishinkai. So, come together. And what I'm going to do, we're going to slide here. I have to adjust my chest. My makeup. So if you don't, Makeup. For me. Samurai paddle. My shirt got caught. Yeah, it's all. The bloopers reel. Take one. Yeah, thanks. So, come together. I'm going to stop here. What's going to happen is I'm going to reach shadow with my left foot. Now, this is the hard part because I have to sense when he is going to cut. Sense when he is going to cut. So what I'm trying to do is even out. Right? So I'm coming here, reach shadow, wait. Try to feel he's going to cut. He's not going to cut. I come in, I take the wrist. Come back. Here again. Next one, so reach shadow, along. He's about to do. Come in. It looks like bullshit. But what I'm trying to do is read what his intention is. So this is where the heart starts to come really straight. Like, I would suggest to you the Kiritoshi and these two techniques, you need to practice them like millions and millions of times until you start to get the feeling of that moment. Why are you using moon shadow? Also, just the fact that you're using moon shadows, you're coming together. Stop, moon shadow. I'm standing on my right leg, but I'm actually going to cut off the other side. So you do that cut, and you transfer my weight here without shooting sideways, and then coming back to the side. That's actually it. So what I did to do that was here. I'm actually going to grab and grab here. Grab it. And as I grab it, I'm going to draw my finger straight forward. If I transfer my weight and try to push off, I'll do a Z shape. So if you're looking at like one line training here, and your weight, with the sensation of pulling get myself to go forward. Like I'm trying to pull my center with my foot. Does that make sense? Yeah. So it's not transfer your weight and jump forward, it'll kill you. It's too slow. It's all right. You can back up to your top, come together. This is the part where Sensei always stops the video. He goes, no, don't walk like that. But here, soften your knees, feel the sensation of gliding along the mat. Don't crack that person on the arm, right? You've seen this. Hi. 21.5. Yeah. What I want you to do is, okay, is stay, but I want you to think in your mind you're going to attack. Yeah? So, push it off. Do that way. So if you come so you can see. Just come behind, or if you can see me, just stay where you are. You can't. So I'm going to come in here. Right, I'm going to be the UK. So I come in. I've got my right foot slightly forward because I'm going to cut with my right side. Jade's going to moon shadow. Too late. So this is the feedback shift, right? In. That's better. Just stay. Yeah. You'll feel it also because you'll feel like the sense of your key gets taken, right? So if I'm doing it, if I'm going to do that part of it, what I want you to do is actually, you feel the idea.
It's hard for machine learning.
If I'm inside, I actually think it is mine. So if you take it to its you know, and I moved a bit slower through the air than that. I promise you. It's a little bit heavier. See, it's a little bit heavy. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you hold this for me.
And then the other point I think for that then, sorry, is that we connected here and I lost my intention completely. Sensations are like, I don't know if it's all
It's all good, it's fine. Anyway, awesome.
One thing I noticed when you do like this,
Straight, straight. So Sensei carries the sword right here from the top of his forehead, walking with it straight. Not like this. This. Other swords will carry like this, some will carry like this, some will carry like this. But there's other kata, right, where we carry it differently. Some kata I'll carry the sword like this. Carry it like this. And cuts. Some kata can both carry it like this. Always don't dodge. It's interesting to look at that, right? So that was that colour is from Mishima, right? So at its base level, the colour is sort of like this. If I put this up together, we see the base level of this colour. My next movement is the moon shadow movement out to the side, draw my foot over, flip the sword down, and then step in and take the chest. But that's at its basis. Watch this big movement, right? Off the line. Draw my foot over. Stay seated. Moon shadow. Step in, take the chest. That's when you start from. Did anybody see these pictures? No. So what I did was I actually spiraled. So the first one was huge movement here, sort of to the side, and center the check person. The next one was on contact, I spiraled. So the next one was here, and then on contact, I spiraled. Okay. I spiraled here. But I didn't change the line, I was still on the line, the same line of swords. So really good Japanese swordsmanship. Didn't look anything like the shit you see in Hollywood. They make those movies really big and grandiose so that you go, oh wow, I want to be a Zorro, I want to be a Jedi Master. I would have killed Master Yoda in 3 seconds. All that just fucking jumping around, shit and rubbish. It's Hollywood stuff, right? Take the center. So look at that, like occupy the space. Here we go, right? This is the first time we move here, and off the line, and here, and here. It's like take the space. But we're still sitting in the center. In the ultimate level of it, here. It's fine. So a lot of what gets translated forward gets misconstrued because people are afraid to get hit by big heavy wooden objects, which is okay. But like trying to transmit the essence of something becomes more difficult when you start to go with what those fear. Anyway, back to what we're doing. So two people coming together. So here, on the shadow, the other thing that's important is, can you watch this? This is really important. Do you remember the fourth one? If there's no wind up, you're wound up. Yeah, so you should be pre-wound. So what is happening is, right, you come together, I sit down here, I've got Jane in the arm. So what happens is I start to sit forward, my sword stays back here, and I bring it in. Dead. That's what I mean by what wind up. So when you come in here, you reach out like here, you might go forward, this stays in front. It doesn't go back. The reason for that is Japanese samurai didn't carry a shield. Your sword is your shield. It should never go behind your head. Otherwise, getting it back could be a life-affirming moment. The last of the katas, I'm not going to teach the convoluted third kata. I need somebody here who, well, I know my son can, because the only one who's quite proficient, because it's got like 28 movements. One I do lost it. We kill each other over and over again. I'll show you the last one, because it's also one that's incredibly important to what we're doing. So, the kata starts up in here, together, first, space. He steps back and breaks it up. He's going to step back. You're right. So free here. So in essence, stereotypes is like this. So he cuts. He steps back. Watch the light. Never leave. The feeling is that I stay connected to him all the time. So here, up, he cuts, step back. space. So it's not hard. You set it back, and then I go, oh yeah, I forgot about it. But this should be the feeling, in fact, it should be both. If he moves back, and our parts of the positive and negative, it draws them in. So if I cut Kiryu Toshi and he starts to move back, I should feel a void to create it and start to feel it. Almost like I'm exploring. It's actually quite a special food. It's just something to realise that less amounts of space. So you're about the same view of the food what you're trying to do. Yeah. No, so I want everybody to do the moon shadow one first. I'm just showing this, so I'm only going to come back and show it one more time. I'll just thought while we're all standing here, I'll show you because it's just a bit of an addition to the first card, isn't it? So it's just Kiryu. So you're here, Kiryu Toshi. There. But the second one, like this one, the other thing I want to say is as you come together here, when you bring the shadow, you put into the space. Take that sideways, go into the space. So put this foot as far as you can comfortably reach without compromising the central structure. Take as much space as you can without compromising the middle. Make sure you still can have some ground connection. So don't have it so far out that you're like, got your toenails stuck in the ground. Yeah. This is with yeah, sorry. This is too big. Like if your central axis point starts until you're reaching, it's not quite. You've got to use the solar plexus to stay a reflection of each other. If it does this, it creates a vacuum that he feels and I can get away from it. You start to really have an appreciation for how to do moon shadow foot when somebody's standing there with a 3 foot razor blade about to give you a haircut. I promise you. Okay, so go back to it, go back to grab your partner, try to practice these two movements, moon shadow left, moon shadow right. Try to feel what they're doing. Sure you'll remember all of this. The middle one is the one, I don't know if you remember it, but coming together.
See what we're doing. You showed so many things.
Go fast. But as you come in up in my head, and I block I cut at you block.
Yeah, so if you... It's like 4 seconds, okay. Yeah, but I don't do the attack, I just fake it.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
That's that one is set. The funny thing is that they're called hitting cards or striking cards because they're meant to teach you how to cut. The only combat cards that it's taught there's one that is in the cell card that's I killed it. It was gone. The use of kill because all the other ones got checked the list. So this one is coming in. So those ones are.
I thought I could give you more signs so you could see.
He said all
Oh,
of
no,
these
well.
ones are
More signals.
that's why this one was talking. I step back to hear it. Try to put your head and step back. Always step back. We also go for each other's leg. And I step back. The reason I go again, I step back. So this person is always on the arm, so I'm always hitting something walking.
Chains?
It's just that sense of the center of communication. It just becomes more real. It's like,
Like come close to your intention you've got?
Yeah. I wonder if it would be force. Oh, like reflex.
I don't know, I find it very hard to fathom your intention. Can I take again? Shoulders. Good technique. Sorry, I need a break on the shoulders.
let's not go back because next time it's otherwise you break. It'll work. Next time we'll try.
Like that?
Guys, I'll just lay there. Can everybody hear me? So, this person, I'm going to copy my answers, right? Should actually an introduction, both need to be very serious. So when you come in here, and you're standing, don't just point this up to the sky and go, are you going to do, oh yeah. Your body is preset. Yeah? This is a sword work. It happens in an instant. So don't just stand there. Like I'm sinking myself, I've grabbed the ground, I've changed the internal function of my body. I've actually rolled both my balls back like this. My body's up and what did he say? Oh, it's like okay. I will find. When I say my balls, I'm talking about from here, the upper part of my body and the lower part of my body. I do this. When I cut, I do this. This and this. Someone bothers with this and this. This and this. So when I'm standing there, right, even if it's casual or we're doing a technique, but don't forsake a moment of training and speaking. But don't just come in and raise yourself up like blase. So when I raise up here, I was talking to Jane about it before, and she said, no, when you raise up, I can feel there's movement, your lower structure is going back. And so when I'm saying this, it's the same when I do Aikido, right? I don't do Aikido by pushing my lower part forward and up. I actually rotate myself like this. Some parts go up and down. So it's up and down. This is the same. And then when I cut you, close that. It's a big volume ball. No, he started to laugh and I was like, don't even think about it. The body, the front of which we talk about opening and closing the body, right? So go through the board. And everybody's looking at the front and going, oh yeah, I like this. And the back also does this. You're looking at that image. So here's one, right? So if I'm doing this, then at the back, it's doing that. And when I close forward, it's doing that. Well, it's not being blasé understanding. Right? You need to be preset like this. I just described it before, so I'll tell you what it's like. It's like you're in a 100-metre running rate and you've got Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt is there and he's got his spikes on and he's down, he's in set position, and you're standing there like this. Go! And you think you can catch him. So go get it. Well, congratulations. The person who's standing opposite you, they're there like this, their whole body structure is preloaded and they're standing there.
I think you realize it's for real. You don't want to die, so you're really ready.
What's that shit? You don't know how crap it is until you do it with somebody who's good at it. Until you start to feel your soul within your body when the sword is coming straight towards your face at 300 kilometers an hour. You go, oh, thank God that they're good at this, because they just stop for a minute. You're just going to stop it. It's done. You know, those moments, don't you? What is somebody first stop? Right off my back, obviously.
Trust.
Trust. So what we're talking, you said it, like what you're talking about is trying to bring that sense of seriousness to what we're doing. And we were practicing sort of very serious. I mean, even from a certain perspective, it's very serious. You could go sort of try out with that or take your finger off. I've been in the seminar and I've got quite a bit of hands really hard. And then 10 minutes later, 3 guys over, another guy got hit really hard on the top of the head. It's really set open. It was really got something straight. Blood shot out, nothing from it. Pull up with the back. Really, everybody that blood on the back was completely saturated. I was okay, I got a really hard hit. I was sort of stars from it. This guy got cracked in the head with this blood. So I've seen stuff like this. It's really serious. But also, we're trying to train to understand the intent of the heart of the others. If you're not giving me the heart, there's no reflection there. I'm not looking for a shadow of the moon. I'm looking at mist or smoke or something like that, or just the air. The moon isn't there. Where's the moon? It hasn't been here. Those nice guys back there, it's like that. That's how foods are opposite. Just trying to. This is the thing I was talking about day one, about trying to bring that sense of martial feeling into that sense of seriousness that comes with that. Changes the nature of having understanding this connection to that person. So with that intent comes my ability to connect. But if you're standing there like,
Where you make the other one, but also the person realize when someone wants that,
no, absolutely. And that's part of the training. I still think that I get it as a valid martial art. If you training. Even if you're there and you're intense enough to go, now you're looking at something and go, oh, run away. What happened when you were training for drums the other day, when you're centering yourself and you stopped. But that's the reality. If you understand this intense stuff, that's what happens. You then will find them. Hang on a minute. I thought that I was in that cave, there was just a lizard in it, and then he went to attack it, and suddenly boom, you turn into a dragon. Your brain goes, stop! Like, stop! Yeah, like we're trying to turn that on. Where you're understanding that sense that you're able to integrate that sense to somebody else. So, oh, this is serious. But it can have a positive intent. What I'm trying to talk to you about is communication of what I feel, right? What I feel really it's like the attractive force we talk about, we're trying to create it through something physical, but it actually happens through the consciousness. Right? So you want to hurt me. I don't want to hurt you. So you come to attack me. And instead of running away, so instead of, if you come and attack me, if I have an negative thought in my head like I'm scared, you repel me. And I try to retreat. But if you have a negative thought in your head, you're coming to kill me. And I don't want to hurt you. Suddenly I come towards you. It's a feeling. I can't tell you about it any more than that. Now, I feel it in my bones. It's a sensation. When that guy was on meth attacked me under the stairwell, like I flipped him over, but I actually carried him all the way to the floor. I didn't hurt him at all. I could have just gone upside down, and one was upside down, I could have just kicked him in the head. You got tough shit. But there's a potential there. And then I sat on top of him and I talked to him the whole time. From the very moment we hit the floor, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, I'm trying to talk to him straight away. I didn't get on top of him and stick my knee right into his jugular and twist my knee and wait for him to go to sleep and punch him with the balls or anything like that. There was no, I didn't have any malax, so I felt really sorry for him. And the first thing I said to Paul afterwards was, he goes to me, oh, you look really upset. And I said, I'm so fucking angry because I live in a world where I have to deal with this shit. Like, why do I have to deal with that? Now, I get it. The world is a fucked up place, but I still felt really bad about having to do with it. The positive was, he was alright. He wasn't hurt. And it could have been like heaps of us. And the feeling when I got to the bottom of the stairs and he attacked me, I just went, I don't even know how it happened, I just went straight at him. Straight at him. While he was up something out of the way, I kind of just saw his body and put it on the floor. But I didn't feel like, oh, I'm going to go and hurt this guy. It was just always a sensation of like, he was really, really angry and it just pulled me. So when you're attacking, like, those sensations, the moment somebody has the intent to attack you, they break the windows. It's that moment, that as soon as they decide to attack, they've lost. But only if you develop a little bit of self-confidence. Only if you can remain positive, you can get that distraction. The moment you enter into that negativity, it doesn't matter. And that negativity can represent in many ways. It's not just like the moment there's any intent, it's Ayush. The Japanese say it's Ayush. It's mutual effect. If you have intent and I have intent, they cancel each other out. So if you have intent, I become no intent. The opposite of no intent is love. Because in love is an attractive force. That's why the real also needs to attract or to be able to do that. So it's about how we carry our minds with that martial intent. Now, I have martial intent, I control my space, but I have zero intention to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you. You want to hurt me? That sensation of us two being like that draws attention. It doesn't get done. Pulls you. Like what's in the head, like magnet, just bang. The moment I have some negativity, like fear or doubt, or I want to hurt you, it does this. That vacuum is huge. The person who is the most vulnerable, but you're not going to understand that until you get all this shit into your body. Because it's a feeling, I'm trying to describe it as a feeling, a sensation, maybe something. But that sensation comes from the training part. The death giving sword that becomes the life giving sword. It's and when it does, I don't think you can ever bring it there to sword. I don't feel you feel sorry for the person. Like that guy was saying, so upset with that. I didn't blame the world, it was like the whole world, like this world situation, not that world. How bad is that? You can't even don't understand. The reality of bullshit. It wasn't his fault, he's just part of the system. The feeling that feeling is I sense that everybody said, like, you neutralized it. As soon as it touched you, and you were floating through the air, you never got hurt. Just land like that. What? Because it never had that in its heart. That's what you're trying to see from understanding, you're opposite things. They need to be really serious, like they're going to cut you. Because eventually, what you're going to do is you're going to start to feel the sensation in you. Like, I feel like I'm being drawn towards this person. Because I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you. These are the good for that person. Controlling spaces and cutting at your hands and you can't cut. I'm not trying to prevent you or kill you or cut the center of the air. I want to control the situation. And the easiest way for you to keep control is to go to your hand. Because if I do accidentally cut you, you're not going to know it. You're just going to be wiping your arms with your own hands. Alright. So now you know the sensation you're trying to look for, why the person that's in the series. And also the person that's doing the shadow form. Don't have the sense that you want to cut them or kill them. Have a sense of feeling like you're drawn to cut them. Don't hit anyone. Okay.
Just speaking for one hour.
Who attacks?
No vessel is the same. No vessel is not the same. So I don't know.
You sense the distance. Distance you need from this step, and you will hit. And you know that's the stop. Now when you're walking and you sense the person of you to stop, then you're
Oh, you were attacking. No, I'm thinking I was attacking. No, I did too. It was wrong. Messed up a bit.
Just get a big one. Big block. You know, I used to work in
Change?
It's hard to understand probably from video or something, but what you're saying is that it's describing an awful lot. Start to get the feeling, you feel something.
It's also that feeling, you'll feel, you know, and like you go towards an alley, it's like, maybe down the end, you get this sensation like I shouldn't go there. Don't go there. But that feeling resonates here straight away. It's like we call it the gut feeling. The solar plexus is here, the gut is here. It's like 3 centimeters away from each other. It's actually the solar plexus. So it's important to train to find what it's saying to go. Maybe sometimes That's right. That's a great sort of like Sensei foot can pull root shadow soul conscious. Yeah, right.
The last one. I will do the fake attack and you don't do it. Or you can do yeah, we walk towards each other through the distance. And you do shadow step. Grab it, don't shift away. So you can step with your stand, the exercise stand. I say, oh, later, it's going to use the whole field. Next time we'll improve. And then it's
Aikido Yuishinkai. Nee, ik heb die door de hele dag met de Gierlinkje bouwen. Pensando Komt er gewoon uit, komt er gewoon uit. De
Dit is iets. Hij mistake niet voor.
How mistakes
He
before?
mistake.
You mistake? I mistake. No, I did.
He did a mistake.
You did mistake. How you do? What you do? What do you do? You do. I told you. Yes, and then?
Which one? The second one. You go make a step.
There is no step.
Secondo prima non c'è un passo, sollevi, aggrappi, giù.
Sorry. Wow.
Without bending.
But secondo is also without step.
Non ti piegare troppo.
It's a queen. The queen. Secondo also no pass.
Il secondo è abbiamo a distanza.
Ah, the secondo di...
Second exercise. Andiamo a distanza. Poi se tu stai lì, cioè poi possiamo fare un po' di passo, ok? Quindi a un certo punto ti fermi. L'esercizio è full shadows, cioè non porto un peso, aggrappo il terreno. Quando sono pronto ad attaccare, tiro. No, è leggermente yoke sul polso. No, in realtà
Polso, braccio.
sì, comunque la base è quando siamo arrivati a decidere che posizione io penso di attaccarli è passo, non porto il peso, aggrappo posizione, tiro, passo e tu hai la sensazione di attaccare l'idea. L'idea che in questo momento siamo
Tutto il tempo.
in qualunque momento tu puoi attaccare. Io ovviamente se devo attacco potrei uccidere. Questo qui, guardi la invece di fare yoga, normalmente tutti fanno yoga con la gamba dietro, molte scuole, tipo quelle di Endo, fanno yoga passi senza portare il piede.
Si vuole.
Yeah, definitely. I never bombed.
it's most likely this direction of the reduction, so I'm moving it normally below like this. Drag in. I can never go in anymore. Really extend me towards my center. My center. But of course I can use some things. Very nice. But I got you already. It's new for me in a way, to kind of experiment. It's young, so it's in a way. It's like rotate around my center. That's nature, I think. It's now external. So now you don't have the feeling you're still kind of walking the sword. That's what you feel aggressive. Now you know, right? Come again.
아.